Rolling, mate.
Right, mate. I have now spoke to this customer with the Cosworth. So I've got a bit more detail about it. So this is in for a go-through. Now the history is with it. It didn't make any noises.
Right.
Didn't really have any issues. But the engine has come out of a Sapphire and it's going into the guy's bit jealous here. Going into his Mark II Escort.
Bloody hell.
I know.
Nice.
So obviously it looks a bit rough. He said the car is used. So what that means, whether it's mint or not, I don't know. But fair play to him. But he wants, as I say, this has come out of a SAF. He said he's took the sump off because he wants to put a dry sump on it. Dry sump kit. So I think the Turbo Sport one is the one he's gone for, which I've fitted 2 or 3 of them in the past. So he's going to send that over, so we've got to fit that. And he said he's took, obviously, the crank out just to sort of have a look, and 2 or 3 of the mains look a bit iffy. So I think it's the usual story where they've just started to go through to the copper. You can see there where it's started to wear the crank. He said the crank's standard, which is good because I'm hoping with the work that's been done on it, we can grind that, balance it and what have you. So he said this thing was dynoed at 550 horsepower.
Bloody hell.
It's an ex-Harvey Gibbs engine. So Harvey, as we all know, knows what he's doing. So I'm not sure when it was done. It's an old spec motor, so you've got the T4. You've got a very valuable, which I didn't notice before, mate. I know I said it got grey injectors, but we've actually got 8 injectors.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason it has got the big plenum, the big throttle body on is because this is a genuine RS500 plenum.
Really?
Yeah, so worth a few quid that. So as I say, it's running the 8 grey injectors. With the 4 greys, they're good for up to about 450. But obviously, with the 8 greys, he's running 550.
Yeah.
What cams it's got in, what headwork, he doesn't know. I would have thought by the time we took the manifolds off, it's going to have some porting.
Probably.
The reason it's got the Crave pulleys, I expect it's got uprated camshafts, probably a pair of BD16s, knowing back in the day. You pointed out the water pump. I would have thought, by the looks of it, it's probably running an electric water pump.
All right.
So they welded a plate on the front of the old one and removed the guts.
Yeah.
So that's the reason for that, mate. So yeah, as I say, quite a valuable motor this. It's not an RS500 block, it's a 200 block out of a Sierra Sapphire, later Sierra Sapphire 4-wheel drive. As I say, we've got to send the T4 off to be serviced. No point sticking that back on.
Could use it, can it?
And looking inside here, looking inside there, it looks like it's probably getting a bit tired anyway. So yeah, it's a birthday, mate. So first thing we're going to do, apparently this has been long studded, and looking underneath, it looks like it's got liners. So what liners they've used, I don't know. If they're a Nickersill liner, we'll have to have a look at the condition of them, but we might end up removing those and maybe putting our own in. It has got oil jets in there, so it's had those machined in the base.
Yeah.
We know that the later Escort Cosworths with the 200 block have got the oil jets in, but they are a different type, so they've been machined in at some point. So yeah, back in the day, mate, this has had a few quid chucked at it.
Yeah.
As I say, these plenums now are worth a good few quid. So quite excited to get in amongst that.
Yeah. No.
See what we got inside. So I think next week, or maybe the week after, we'll have this all to bits when we've got a bit of space.
Yeah.
But talking of space, next step today, I'm going to get that block for Wayne Greatrix off.
Yeah.
That is all done. And Wayne's going to come and pick that up next week. And we've just had another little crate arrive. So this, if I just get me... You're the Subaru expert, mate, aren't you?
Apparently so.
Oh, he's in a nice wooden box, that. Bloody lovely.
A crowbar out, I reckon.
Yeah, so this is going to go in place of Wayne's block. We'll get this one up there. Quality box.
Nice foam.
Nice foam.
It's a bloody recording studio foam, that
It's
is.
bloody lovely, isn't it? Stick that on the wall so we can't hear John. So there we go, mate. That is excitement time for you, isn't it?
It is really.
Hey? So this is a 2.5. It's got a funky cam bout on. That's all I can tell you there.
I think that's the
Looks like it's
STI one.
had some porting done there, mate.
Yeah, it does look like
It's
it,
a
doesn't it?
bit of kit, this. So
25.
EJ25,
Yeah.
2.5. So I expect you're looking forward to getting in amongst this, aren't you?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, sort of. Don't know.
So I think this afternoon we'll get this out the box, get it on the engine stand,
Look at that as
and
well.
you can crack on. It's got some lifting eyes, lovely. You can crack on with stripping this to bits,
yeah,
mate. See what we've got inside. See what funky bits. See what disasters.
Yeah. Did he say what was up with it, or
Can't
just
remember
a
exactly now. Can't remember. No, it wasn't. It's got a problem, I think. But
knocking probably, innit?
I'll have to give him a bell when I. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, nice.
Have fun.
Cheers, mate. Morning, guys. Friday morning. On my own today. And as you can see, yesterday I was a busy boy. I got the EJ25 stripped down to the short block. But before I go into any detail about that, just want to show you something. Now, before anyone says that I've upstaged Lee here, I didn't buy this. My missus bought me this for Valentine's Day. But basically, it's a self-leveling camera holder. So I turn it on. It sort of levels itself like that. So I'll switch over to that now, and well, you guys let us know if you prefer the smooth, self-leveled sort of videoing. But yeah, I'm not trying to upstage Lee here. It's purely a gift. But anyway, let's test it out. Right, guys, got the level mount on there now. So I'll just take you through what I did yesterday. So, obviously, as I said, this is all stripped down now. On the whole, nothing major to sort of worry about on this one. It's got some Marlin Motorsport pistons in there. If we look in here, you see we got some sort of forged rod there. Not sure what make. I'll find out when I take it apart. You see just here, we've got a nice little etching of obviously when it was last rebuilt in 2016, so 8 years ago. So it's held up for a while. The bores do look a little bit glazy. There's these score marks, but you can't feel them. They're not actual scores. What else have we got? Obviously, it had all the vernier pulleys, and on the inlet cam, it had the variable valve timing, the AVCS, and obviously the vernier pulleys on the exhaust cam. In the heads, we've got these uprated springs, a few uprated bits, an uprated RCM oil pump, and RCM uprated head gaskets. That's Roger Clark Motorsport. I bought a few bits off of there myself for my Subaru engine. But yeah, it all looks pretty good. It turns over well. No obvious knock or anything. So I'm assuming the main reason that this one's in is because of those glazy balls. I reckon it was been burning some oil. Also looks like there might have been an additive in the oil at some point. Don't know if you can see. But on top of that com rod there, you see it's almost a little bit red. So I expect they probably tried to remedy the oil burning with some sort of additive. But yeah, doesn't look too bad. The guy wants this one turned around fairly quickly. So we're going to try and crack on with it, I think. It shouldn't be too much of a job. Nothing majorly wrong with it. Just a bit of a refresh. Basically, what I did yesterday is, as I took things off, put them straight in the parts washer, and you know, once they're out of there, I could put them all, you know, in these drawers and top cabinets and stuff. So today, what Lee has asked me to try and get on with is giving the engine bay on the old kit car a little clean up, because I believe it's going in for wiring on Monday. So you can see it's all a little bit crusty in there. I'm gonna mask off, you know, everything that needs masking off, take off a few of these hoses, give it a good wire brushing, and then just a little lick of some black paint. Shouldn't be too much hard work, should be alright. I don't want to take off anything that's going to have a gasket behind it like that, because obviously we don't have any gaskets. So, yeah, I'll just take off a few bits, give it a good wire brushing, and then I can give it a little spray. Just needs to look a bit better than this, and I'm going to give all up here a bit of a scrub and a bit of a clean off, because it's thick with dust and horrible stuff all there. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to get started on that kit car, and I'll give you an update in a bit, guys. So, as you can see, got that painted now. I think it's looking quite nice. I'm happy with that. I've shown a picture to Lee, he's pretty happy with it. So now what I'm doing, you may have noticed, got the clutch cover off. Tom had to take that cover off when he was getting the engine mounted. And obviously we just needed to replace the gasket. So I took this cover off, I gave it a quick vapor blast. It's come up very nice. So now I'm just gonna pop the new gasket on there with the cover, and then I will clean up this area all down here. It's all a bit grotty, and sort out any other little bits on this that ain't quite up to scratch. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. So there we are, got the cover back on with the gasket. I ended up actually jacking the front end up a little bit, just because there was oil sort of coming forward and going on the gasket line, and it was really annoying me, so I jacked it up, because obviously you don't really want the oil on that face when you're putting the gasket on, when you're trying to get it a good seal. So yeah, did that. That seemed to stop the flow of the oil coming forward. So yeah, that worked, got that on. I've given this all a little clean all around here. I think that's about it. I think that's all I need to do. I've just got to put, there's a few coolant hoses I whipped off before doing this, so I'll stick those back on. About it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think about the smooth camera, the camera leveling device. I think it's quite good. Still getting the hang of using it, because there is a little joystick that allows you to sort of tilt everything. So getting the hang of it a little bit. There's a few different modes, but yeah, I think it's a nice addition. A bit smoother. I know there's a lot of comments, often quite a few comments about stop waving the camera around, so maybe this will help, I don't know. But yeah, let us know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching.